Welcome to Movie Asylum, and today we review the sci-fi thriller Time Lapse. Once you see the future, you can't look away. Time Lapse is a 2014 American indie sci-fi thriller and the directorial debut of Bradley King and starring Danielle Panabaker, Matt O'Leary, and George Finn. The film centers upon a group of friends who discover a device in their deceased neighbor's apartment that takes Polaroid-style pictures, providing a glimpse one day into the future. With the machine bolted to the floor and pointed at their apartment window, programmed to take a photo 8 every night, the group can receive messages, intentional and not, from their future selves. This may not sound like an ideal pretext for a story centering on dog racing results, but based on Jasper's immediate plans for this world-changing device, Time Lapse would disagree. This film is mind-blowing, twisted every turn. I know that sounds cliche, but few movies can actually have you not knowing what is next. So if you like that kind of psychological mystery in a sci-fi film, then this is the movie you need to see. It manages to make a story about Polaroid snapshots curiously interesting, an achievement in its own right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer for those of you who haven't seen the movie yet and what to expect.
Hey, Mr. Bezarides, are you home?
These are shots of our living room. What is this thing?
I think it's a camera.
No way. Mr. B invented a camera that takes pictures of the future.
The camera spits out a photo of us in the future. Then we go about our day making a series of decisions that lead up until that moment.
Think about how much money we could make.
Come on, run!
Yes!
This is just the start. Just smile and say goodbye to your day jobs, guys.
Who is this?
That's my bookie.
What is he doing in the apartment?
There's only one thing worse than a guy who can't make good on bets. And that's a guy who never loses bets.
Is he dangerous?
He's dangerous.
Did you tell him about the camera?
No.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna do what we should have done from the start, and I'm gonna destroy the machine.
Stop!
You're gonna write down the stats that go in the window tomorrow. Mark is gonna come by and pick up the photo for safety.
Wait a second.
I am not gonna repeat myself!
Doesn't look like something I would normally paint.
You're sending us a warning. Maybe something bad's about to happen.
You said we can change things, right? Everything happened for a reason.
I want 50%.
We obviously have no control over what's happening. We're all in this. Kelly and I are sharing the risk. I'm just trying to make sure you're okay.
Do I look okay?
Can't afford to trust you.
As long as we see ourselves in that photo every day, we know we're alive tomorrow.
Help!
We're all friends, and we just need to trust that it's gonna be okay.
Oh my god, that was an amazing trailer. And after seeing the movie myself, I will say that Time Lapse is a clever, extremely well-paced film that ties up its loose ends really well, leading to a conclusion that fits perfectly. A great little sci-fi gem that plays with time paradoxes while adding elements of a self-contained paranoia thriller. What was rather pedestrian was that the Twilight Zone episode may have inspired this nice little fantasy thriller. That makes it well above average for time travel films. This is the kind of film that when you watch it a second time, you'll definitely notice the breadcrumb trail King and Cooper leave to lead you through the film. To me, the movie's pretty damn good, and I really liked it a lot, but I do ask myself, why use an illegal bookie rather than going to the tracks to lay bets? Or rather yet, when they use stock info or lotto numbers? They could win 200 million in one day and then use some shady bookie the day after day. Anyhow, it's not just the premise that makes the movie, it's everything else within that makes it good, and that's why I really enjoyed this film. I have always been intrigued on the premises of time traveling. Imagine if you could go into the future or even to the past to see yourself or how the world could be in the future. Those are the things scientists tend to ramble in their minds. Nothing realistic has been proven so far where we can travel to the future or to the past. If you like the concept of movement, such as by a human between certain points in time, typically using a hypothetical device known as a time machine, then this is the right movie for you. Because the puzzle itself in the movie has a lot of good things going for it. And King and Cooper really took pains in closing their time-traveling circle without holes. The aesthetic is also dark and often creepy with stylistic flourishes that perfectly suits the tone. I love the scene where Leary is trapped in a pitch black room with only a lighter to illuminate the screen. In the end, Time Lapse proves intelligent and fun enough to recommend, and that's why it's good enough to be rated an 8 out of 10. It just needed a little more of a push to get the greatness it deserved. Well, as always, thank you for watching. And please, like up this video and let me know in the comments down below what was your reaction to the movie. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to keep updated with everything I do here. And I will see you next time with more movie reviews and movie reactions.